Oil palms are nothing new. In fact, humans have been using the oil from these palms for over 5,000 years in things such as cooking. The most common type of oil palm is the African oil palm. However, oil palms can be found all over the world in the Americas, Asia, and Africa. However, after British traders took the oil derived from these trees back to Britain, it became a sought-after commodity because of its many uses. These uses range from household items such as cooking oil and food to industrial production such as soaps, lubricants, and even being used to make candles. In the present day, oil palms are found all over the world from the Americas to Asia. In fact, Malaysia and Indonesia produce more than 80% of the world's palm oil. However, with the growing demand for this miracle oil, there are a multitude of issues associated with it. Issues such as deforestation, habitat degradation, child labor, and human rights violations. The real danger is deforestation, because along with the loss of the rainforest canopy, which acts as the home for many animals living in these countries, it also takes away from the global oxygen production and the carbon sink provided by the peat beneath the trees. Every hour, up to 300 football fields of forest are cut to make room for oil palm plantations. This is equal to about 1.5 kilometers squared, which is the size of some parks in the UK. As a result of this clear cutting, animals are losing their habitats, which is leading to a drastic decrease in their numbers. For example, the Sumatran orangutan's population has decreased by about 50% in the past 10 years, which means there are less than 6,000 left in the wild. These orangutans are not the only animal to have their numbers slashed. In fact, the tigers, rhinos, elephants, and sun bears of the area have seen their numbers cut by more than 75% already. Animals are not the only living organism affected by palm oil. Humans have also suffered at its hands with child labor and human rights violations. In remote areas, children are made to carry large loads of heavy fruit and spend hours every day bent over collecting fruit from the plantation floor. Often these children receive little to no pay for their efforts. Because the palm oil plantation destroys the rainforest, which the local communities depend on, most of them find that they have no other choice than to work for the plantation. The impact of palm oil is felt by nearly 30% of the Indonesian population. 1/6 of this population identifies themselves as indigenous. It is these people who are taken advantage of when it comes to ownership of the land. In many cases, these people have no say in the sale of the land and will only find out that the land was sold when the plantation owners show up. They would be given no prior information before this. As the average consumer, you do have the ability to help stop every one of these issues simply by watching what you buy. Palm oil goes by a number of different names on ingredient lists. However, it is most commonly labeled as vegetable oil. Here's the thing though, in today's world, it is almost impossible to completely avoid palm oil because it is literally in everything, but there are some palm oil-free alternatives. In fact, some of these alternatives are actually from big name brands such as Cadbury, Nestle, Ocean Spray, and select products from Kellogg's. This is because these companies are part of the RSPO, which is also known as the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil. This company aims to make sustainable palm oil the norm. As a result, this group represents 40% of the palm oil industry, covering all sectors of the global commodity supply chain. At the end of the day, the only thing that can really help fight these issues is the average consumer watching what they buy and being mindful that their choices in the supermarket can have an effect on the global scale.